Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War, Episode 9, The Drop. Uh, wow. These episodes have been very much quickly paced, onto the matter, big battles. But the past couple, we've actually had times to breathe, move the story forward, build even more of the world that we know and love. So in this episode, Squad Zero brings Ichigo and a few others back to the Royal Palace to prepare for the upcoming battle. We also have a new head captain appointed. This one, like I said, this one's definitely rebuilding the pieces, putting all the players back in their in their respective places, and also, of course, we have training, we have healing, we have growing, changing of the roles. Really, really interesting stuff. So, for those that keep up with the manga, this one covers chapters 520 and 521. It skips chapter 522. That's very much likely moved to the next episode. And then we kind of pick up halfway through 523 and then 524. So it's as opposed to most of the other chapters that are very straightforward one to one, of course, with some omissions and additions to anime only stuff. This one actually rearranges some stuff. It makes a lot of sense. I think for the pacing, also leaving us with a really cool, bigger cliffhanger. I think this time around, we'll talk about that in a second. Um, so let's talk about first Ichigo and everything that's going on in the Soul Palace. So we left off with Tenjiro Kirinji, who was healing pretty much Rukia, Kuchiki, Byakuya, Rukia, Renji, and Ichigo. Now, Ichigo had probably the least amount to heal. He was really there just to kind of get back in shape, and then also some other forms. So after him and actually Renji are healed up, they're sent off to the next palace with Hikifune. So she's actually the one that. So each one of these members of the Zero Squad, it is revealed that they each um, invented something or contributed something major to the Soul Society. In the case of Kirinji, it was the healing techniques and the waters and all that stuff. In the case of Hikifune, it was the artificial souls, like we see Khan. So we do see Khan in this episode multiple times, and then so on and so forth. We'll talk more about the other Zero Squad member contributions in the future. Hikifune cooks for Ichigo and Renji, who that helps them be imbued with the reishi of the soul, the soul palette, the soul king, straight from. So right, definitely helps them grow and leaps and bounds, which we'll definitely see as a major improvement in the future. So really interesting stuff. They have been sent off to the next palace, where they'll very likely go into their next phase of training. But we won't talk. I don't want to talk about that. I know where they're going, but I don't want to talk about it because it's a manga thing. So I want you guys to experience that along with me. So on the other hand, it is revealed we do have a lot of stuff going on. Right, we have a new head captain, Kirokaku Sentre, and his first order of business is to sharpen and improve the Soul Society's probably most powerful weapon, which is Saraki Kenpachi. Uh, the Soul Society, they had been opposed to Kenpachi continuing to learn kendo, as Captain Yamamoto once began to teach him, because of the fear that he would grow too powerful and would not be, they wouldn't be able to control him. But it is now the decision of the head captain that we will go ahead and give Kenpachi more training. And there's only one individual that can train the current Kenpachi, and that is, of course, the first Kenpachi. It is revealed that Captain Urahara is the first Kenpachi, as we saw in the flashbacks. Um, and yeah, here we are. They are sent to the Mukin in the prison downstairs to train. Really interesting stuff. I think that is one of my favorite parts of this whole storyline with Kenpachi and Urahara. Um, it's just such an interesting, especially because of the way Unohana is, not Urahara, Unohana is such the way the character's been portrayed as of now, and then to reveal that she was a completely different person 1,000 years ago. Really interesting stuff. So yeah, highly entertaining. Really cool battle scenes. Really just very tense moments. Balanced out with a lot of levity from everything that's going on at the Royal Palace. So I'm super on board. I'm loving the way they're adapting this stuff. It makes a lot of sense that they would take that chapter and move it to the next one, because that way we really are visiting all these palaces through, and we get to introduce the Kenpachi storyline a little bit earlier. So let me know what you guys thought of this issue, this episode. And as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps. Also, I've been doing some unboxings, and I'll continue to do some unboxings for the One Piece TCG and some other, some other stuff I'm buying and playing and collecting. Also, Clay has started to do some streamings where he's painting some figures. So if you want to join those as well, make sure to hit the bell so you are never miss out. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.